President of the Global Security Institute, one of the world's most important activists for peace and nuclear disarmament, Jonathan Granoff.
Your Excellencies, colleagues, brothers and sisters, I first want to thank the Millennium Development Goal Awards Committee and Humanitarian for making this possible and hopefully broadcasting this worldwide for the years to come to ensure the Millennium Development Goals get fulfilled. The human family is one. Like any family, it needs a home, a place to come together. The United Nations aspires to be that home. That is why it is such an honor for all of us to be here in the General Assembly tonight. Here, one can say we and really mean everyone. Everyone, all of us, without boundaries of race, religion, nation, or gender. This is a place for real family values and policies that serve this one varied, fascinating, and funny human family. In our family tonight, there are mothers who must choose which of their children will have enough calories to be alive tomorrow, and which might not. Our aunts, our sisters, our mothers should never be in this plight. We hear so much about Wall Street's needs and the crisis on Main Street. But for nearly half of the human family, their crisis relates to no street. For them, crushing poverty is an unnecessary dead end. Saudi, the Persian poet of the 13th century, sang, "The human family is one body with many parts, creations arising from one unseen essence. Any harm to any part summons an awakening, a disease, and a healing response from all parts. Without feeling the suffering of others, how can we call ourselves truly human?" Mahatma Gandhi said that to make good political policies, one need only place before oneself the image of the poorest person that you've ever seen and decide whether that policy will or will not help them. Jesus said that what we do to the hungry and the least amongst us, we actually do to him. If we do not respond to the fact that nearly a third of humanity is without safe, clean drinking water, that half are living on less than $2 per day, that thousands of children die each day from preventable diseases and starvation, and that the failure to protect the environment hits those innocent victims the hardest, we are contributing to a gross injustice of enormous proportions, and from such injustice, only the whirlwind of chaos will be reaped. But the Millennium Development Goals do address this crisis. They address the crisis of our humanity. They are a landmark of compassion and justice in action. For the first time in human history, all the nations of the world have committed to that set of interconnected goals. And fulfilling these commitments is far less expensive than war. The funds are there to accomplish the Millennium Development Goals. It is for us to generate the political will. Each year, about $1.3 trillion goes into military coffers. The best estimates are that a 10-year commitment of around $76 billion per year, less than 7% of those military expenditures would fulfill all of those commitments. Now, if the method of war and militarism led to real human security, I would be the first to say terrific. Spend away. But it does not. In fact, with respect to one weapon system alone that my country spent over $50 billion on last year, the more it is perfected, the less security is obtained. That is why I believe in the abolition of nuclear weapons. But there's another... But there is another reason. The bridges needed to conquer poverty, protect the oceans, the climate, the rainforest, to address AIDS and other viruses that do not carry passports. We need bridges of cooperation. In the same way as an apartheid in South Africa was a wall to human unity that Reverend Tutu helped tear down, in the same way as the Berlin Wall was a wall that divided the world, nuclear apartheid is a wall whose time has come. Whether the wall is racism, nuclear apartheid, it is time that we came together. It is time that we separated from ourselves that which separates us from one another. The MDGs are more than just the pursuit of human security. They really help tell us who we are. Our grandparents did not have two icons that we all take for granted. One, the mushroom cloud, tells us about the abuse of science and technology and the end result of human arrogance, death to all we hold dear. The other, the image of planet Earth from outer space, reminds us of how wondrous, majestic, precious, and miraculous every life actually is. It sits in infinite space, a home where we can learn the secret of life, to love and care for one another. The Millennium Development Goals show us a way to express and learn that secret. Let us be the ones who stand up and honor the family that lives in our one home, planet Earth. Thank you deeply for your actions and your commitments.
Ladies and gentlemen, activist for us all, Jonathan Granoff.